We're going to talk about Chennedy Carter, but it looks like she's blacklisted. And she will be playing professional basketball during the season, but it won't be for the WNBA.
We're going to talk about Chennedy Carter. It looks like she's been blacklisted, and although she'll still be playing professional basketball this season, it won't be in the WNBA. Was attacking Caitlin Clark really worth sacrificing your entire WNBA career? Chennedy Carter just gave all of us the answer.
Seriously, she needs to do whatever she can to get some help, get her anger under control, where she will not have another incident like the one where she slammed into Caitlin Clark. She's out of the league.
After over 120 days with no WNBA team willing to sign her, and with training camp starting today, Carter has officially made the move to Mexico's Professional Basketball League. Honestly, she needs to do whatever she can to get some help and get her anger issues under control to avoid another incident like the one where she blindsided Caitlin Clark. She's officially out of the league. This isn't just another player changing teams. This is the Chicago Sky's leading scorer being completely and officially removed from the league.
Despite the solid fourth season from Carter, an incident with Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark stood out to many. The 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year came in the league, became arguably the most popular player. There, I cleaned it up for you, which may have rubbed some people the wrong way, including Carter.
After deliberately hitting the WNBA's golden goose, the Sky let their star player walk away without even attempting to get anything in return. And no one else wanted her, despite her MVP-level performance overseas. That kind of thing doesn't just happen without a serious reason. Let me know in the comments if you think Chennedy deserved it.
And Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Chennedy Carter.
Let's break down how it all happened, where she's going, and how she responded. Let's dive in. Despite a solid 4 seasons from Carter, an incident with Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark stood out to everyone. The 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year entered the league and arguably became its biggest star, which may have rubbed some players, including Carter, the wrong way. Picture this: June 1st, 2024. Chicago Sky vs. Indiana Fever.
So she was signed to the Chicago Sky with Teresa Weatherspoon, with Angel Reese, with Camila Cardoso, and, the rest of the folks. And then we get to the body check. This was originally ruled an away from the ball foul, but it was obviously a flagrant foul. It really upset a lot of people, which really escalated the issue. And it was really just poor sportsmanship on Kennedy's.
A regular game in a long WNBA season, except this one would become infamous. With the score tight throughout, ending in a narrow 71-70 Fever win, tensions were already high when it all changed instantly. The foul was clear. The only question was whether it would be called unnecessary.
Thing pushing Caitlin Clark, and it's another thing blindsiding her. Like, I don't think there's no justification for that. Like, to be honest, we can be honest.
Chennedy Carter was involved. The moment unfolded after a Chicago basket. As players transitioned to the other end, Carter and Clark crossed paths. Nothing unusual at first. But what happened next was anything but normal.
Something's got to wake her up, too. Something's got to wake her up and say, man, I could be in the WNBA right now, starting on a team, being their leading scorer. I've got to get my temper and my head under control. I got to figure it out somehow.
Carter, seemingly in the flow of the game, suddenly changed direction. And it wasn't subtle. It was deliberate and calculated. She veered straight into Clark's path and delivered a hip check that sent the rookie sprawling to the floor. Let's not forget.
Knocked Caitlin Clark to the floor. We all saw it, a flagrant foul. And many people, including myself, thought it was borderline assault. It was awful.
Angel Reese was caught on camera immediately jumping and clapping after the hit. Carter was signed to the Chicago Sky alongside Teresa Weatherspoon, Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, among others. Then came the body check. Initially ruled as an away-from-the-ball foul, it was obviously a flagrant. The incident really upset a lot of people and escalated the situation, showing poor sportsmanship from Carter.
And then Kennedy just give you an opportunity to talk about that moment between you and Caitlin. What was that play, what was said, and kind of what it led to.
Next question.
Yeah, like Caitlin, it seemed like she turned to you a little bit.
Yeah. I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough. We're good.
This collision wasn't a normal basketball play. It wasn't even a typical hard foul. It was something different, something that left the arena gasping. The live broadcast caught every second, and you could hear the commentators' voices shift from analysis to pure shock. What was that? Became the question rippling through the arena as Clark hit the floor.
I wasn't expecting it, but I think it's just like, just respond, calm down, let your play do the talking. It is what it is. It's a physical game. Go make the free throw and then execute on offense. And I feel like that's kind of what we did, but it is what it is. I guess how it was.
Officials immediately blew the whistle, calling a regular foul at first. But even in real time, it was clear this needed another look. After reviewing the footage that soon went viral, the referees initially stuck with a common foul, but the league upgraded it to a flagrant the next day. Official confirmation.
There has not been a peep about anywhere that she could be landing in this free agency. So a lot of people, including myself, are wondering, is she worth the risk?
The contact was non-basketball and potentially dangerous. It's one thing to push Clark during a play, but another to blindside her without warning. Let's be honest, there's no excuse for that. What made the situation even more striking was Clark's response. Where many players might have jumped up ready to fight, Clark simply stood up, composed herself, and kept playing. No theatrics, no drama, just professionalism from a rookie.
I mean, she can score. She can score with the lights out. I mean, she can. She's pure offense, a pure shooting guard, scoring guard, an instant offense. But if you're a team, do you really want her on the team? I would.
The contrast between Carter's aggression and Clark's composure only fueled the narrative. Instead of analyzing defense or offense, everyone started breaking down Carter's movements, frame by frame. Was it rookie resentment? Professional jealousy? The questions piled up and basketball took a back seat. Something needs to wake Carter up. She could be in the WNBA right now, starting and leading a team in scoring, but she's got to get her emotions under control. What nobody realized in that moment, not Carter, not Clark, not even fans.
Break down that situation that happened.
Yeah. So, in basketball a little bit, there's things called talking, what you like to call smack or whatever everybody likes to call it.
Yeah.
Plays before things are said, you know, that's a part of basketball.
Was that this 5-second sequence would completely change Carter's career. It wasn't just a bad decision. It was the start of a professional downfall. There's no denying Chennedy Carter's talent. But she has to get her mindset right. And if the hit itself wasn't bad enough, what happened next made it even worse. After the game, when given the chance to explain herself,
I think a play before, maybe I was elbowed. Okay, that happens. Think the next play down, maybe something was said. And then maybe there was like a little clip of somebody like yelling in my face. And then we go down the court. Then I hit like a little bucket, you feel me? Come down, hit like a little nice little mid-range pull-up. And then I just like, you know, just give her like a little like, I'm here. Like, you know, I don't think it was, you know what's crazy? Me and my brother went back and watched, and we seen a lot of clips in the NBA of guys getting like pushing LeBron. Like, I think it was Jeff Teague or somebody who like pushed LeBron out of bounds, like said, man, I was mad because like we couldn't stop him.
Carter only made things worse. We all saw it, the flagrant foul. Some even called it borderline assault. Carter had a golden opportunity during the post-game press conference to explain, apologize, or at least show some accountability. Instead, she said 7 words that sealed her fate.
I'm just like, it's like one of those things, like, it happens in basketball. I know people try to say, oh, it's not one of those things.
It's not a personal thing. It's a competitive thing.
It happens in basketball, and like it's just one of those things. But like, yeah, it's kind of what happened. Then it spiraled out of control,
and then the media takes whatever narrative they want to put out.
Watch every game, every single game, to see if you can find any deflects in my game, and like, it's really nothing that you probably could say too much about. So then you have trolls, and that's why I said they're gonna be around regardless. But yeah, it was just like a nice little like tap, like I'm here, not to like harm you or anything. You know, if you want to push somebody, you're gonna like boom.
I ain't answering. No Caitlin Clark questions. Reporters tried to give her a chance. Chennedy, do you want to talk about that moment? Nice question, she said dismissively. After that, any remaining sympathy evaporated.
I mean, that happens, man. Like, it's one of those things. I'm a great player. She's a great player. It looks a certain way. Everybody's going to have their views on it. But my personal view is, you know, I don't have anything against her. She's a great player, and so am I. And I've got buckets all that season. You know what I'm saying? So, just one of those things that, I love it, though. They think I hate it. I love it. I love when it gets riled up and juicy like that.
You feed off of like what people say and shit, and it makes you more motivated.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Oh yeah, I love the hate. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even analysts who might have defended the on-court play couldn't defend Carter's attitude afterward. While the hip check raised eyebrows, her post-game attitude raised red flags. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark responded calmly, saying, "Basketball's competitive. Emotions get the best of you. It's happened to me, too." One player showed maturity. The other showed stubbornness. And league executives noticed there wasn't even a whisper about Carter landing anywhere during free agency. Everyone started asking, is she even worth the risk? This wasn't just a social media firestorm. Team executives were watching. In pro sports, talent matters, but so does chemistry. Carter's attitude created real friction in the Chicago Sky locker room, with teammates and coaches reportedly unhappy. Sure, she can score at will. She's pure offense. But if you're a team, do you really want that headache? I wouldn't. Basketball is a team sport at its core. When one player refuses to own up to behavior that reflects badly on everyone, it fractures trust. So, the Chicago Sky let her walk in free agency. No contract offer, and no other team picked her up. One GM even said anonymously, "We wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole." For almost a year, Carter stayed silent, until last week, when she tried to explain herself on an interview with controversial podcaster Neon. Her defense: it was just a light tap. Yes, the same hit that sent Clark sprawling was now being minimized as a friendly nudge. She claimed it was just part of normal basketball physicality. After watching the replay hundreds of times, most people can clearly see it wasn't accidental. Yet Carter described it like brushing past someone in a crowded hallway. Why speak now, months later? It looks like a calculated move. An attempt to rehabilitate her image now that her career options are disappearing. But the explanation didn't help. If anything, it made her look even worse. In her words, "It happens. It's basketball. I don't hate her. She's a great player. I'm a great player." She even said she feeds off the hate. Here's the thing. Nobody questions her basketball skills. She averaged a career-high 17.5 points last season. Talent-wise, multiple WNBA teams should have been lined up to sign her. But after the flagrant foul and her defiant response, she became toxic. Basketball execs know chemistry matters, especially in women's basketball. Signing Carter would mean risking locker room harmony. And all of this could have been avoided if she had just taken responsibility. Even before the Caitlin Clark incident, insiders already had concerns about Carter. Back in 2021 with the Atlanta Dream, she was suspended mid-season for conduct detrimental to the team. That wasn't minor. It was a major disciplinary move following a disruptive incident. Atlanta eventually traded her to the Los Angeles Sparks. But her issues continued there too. Despite her scoring ability, she reportedly received less playing time because of her behavior. talent overshadowed by temperament, a narrative that's extremely hard to shake. At this point, it's hard to imagine any WNBA team willing to take a chance on her